Hey good people. So I'm Dr. Nicole. Welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm here to tell you about my 7-month update. Can you believe it's been 7 months already? Wow, 7 months, and I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be happier. So let's get into all the things, right? Okay, so these are 6 lessons. Yeah, 6 lessons plus a few bonuses that I've learned in my first 6 months or 7 months of Sisterlocks. All right, so check this out. So people have been naming hairstyles like wigs and weaves, etc. for a while now, right? So I'm just jumping on the train, jumping on the bandwagon. And I got this from my good sis Keena. I love her to pieces. So this is ELLE. ELLE. And ELLE is an extension of me, y'all. Elegant, luscious, luminous, and everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, ELLE. All right, so this is ELLE, and let's talk about ELLE, baby. ELLE has been doing her thing, y'all. You hear me? So, the fam and I recently enjoyed a nice beach vacay, and it was well needed. You know, vacationing with kids is a whole nother story. But anyway, and God bless us with sun and wind, so we didn't just wither away in heat stroke land, right? But the weather was absolute perfection. Absolute perfection. But here's the thing though, the way that ELLE was blowing in the wind, oh, the wind, honey. It was beautiful and it felt amazing. So, as we have turned 7 months in our journey, I'm going to tell you some things I've learned, some things I appreciate, and some things I'm excited about, okay? So, number 1, this is still the best hair decision I've ever made, aside from going natural over 15 years ago, because of course, it kind of starts the process, right? So, the best hair decision I've ever made, I absolutely love it. Oh man, just, I can't say enough about it. Best thing ever. And I can't really describe or put into words exactly why it's so the best hair decision ever. But if you talk to most people with Sisterlocks, they will tell you, oh, it's the best hair decision ever. And now I get it, right? And if you ask them, they'll give you the reasons. But in the end, they'll just be like, it's just the best. I get that now. It's just the best, okay? So that's number 1. Okay, so number 2 is like the care gets easier with time, right? So think about like braiding and well, they call it braid and band. And you do that when you shampoo or if you're gonna work out and you know, there's gonna be a lot of moisture. The daily prep is nothing. I mean, and then your reties. That's it. And so the time it takes for me to shampoo my hair is no longer a few hours and totally exhausting. Instead, I can do it in the shower as I'm preparing to run an errand or something. And in half an hour, like no kidding, 30 minutes, I'm on my way. And that's 30 minutes shower, hair, blow it out, fluff, and deuce out. That's it. Number 3, let's talk about styling. So I've always been a plain Jane. I mean, even when I was a loose natural, I would just do a twist out, puff. That's it. I wasn't that exciting when it came to styling. So the most I've done is half up, half down. And then I've done with I've got like 2 puffs here and the back down. I've done a braid out. I recently did a braid out for a set of family photos. Turned out really nicely. But my normal go-to is usually however ELLE decides to flow that day, right? I mean, I may change my part to reduce stress on one side of my hair versus the other, or forego the part altogether and just kind of put everybody back. But I'm pretty simplistic in that arena. And I like it. It makes life easy. And besides that, too much styling puts stress on the hair, and I'm all about healthy hair and healthy locks. I have to protect my investment, y'all. And I haven't lost any locks, which is good. And I really like to keep it that way. So the most I might do is an occasional braid out. But other than that, that's all I have. That's all I have in terms of styling. I know that there are a lot of cool things you can do with styling. And I've seen some things and I'm like, ooh, but I'm just not there yet. And that's okay. Now, one thing that I am really excited about is wearing caps and hats. So I, as a loose natural, I could never really accessorize with hats and caps because it was either crazy hot or most times the hats and the caps, they didn't fit over my loose natural hair. It was too big. So it kind of sat up, just did not look appropriate. Sat up on top of my head, right? But recently on a trip to Disney, it was really, really hot. And I grabbed a cap and I was like, oh, I can wear a cap, y'all. Now, I know there are some of you all who, even as loose natural, like y'all would like pull it back and put it in. I didn't do all that. I just couldn't do all that. So me wearing a hat or a cap right now is everything. And it brings me great joy. Okay, now moving on to the next one. All right, so the next point is that water is essential, y'all. And I know I've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure you already know this because if you're living, then you know that water is essential. Without it, we cease to exist. So water is definitely essential. So I've noticed a very direct, very obvious, and very, dare I say, efficient correlation to my water intake or hydration and my scalp, right? So when I'm not adequately hydrating, my scalp tends to itch more. Nothing like the detox itch at the onset of the Sisterlocks journey, not like that, but it's definitely there and it's definitely noticeable. However, when I am hydrating though, my scalp and my skin for that matter are calm and radiant. And I have this glow, which makes me, feel really good. As a tired mama, I feel nice and beautiful, even on my worst days of exhaustion. So hydration is still very, very important. Like recently I'm on vacay, I dropped my cup, the top broke. So I got a new one. I have a BrewMate, y'all. This BrewMate is everything. If you don't know about BrewMate, get your life. BrewMate is the bomb. So it's got this little nifty, I know, I digress. Sorry, just go with me. So, but it's nifty thing. So you put it in the center, and it allows you to unscrew the lid, and then you can lock it and unlock it. It is spill proof. It can leak proof. It is wonderful. And it has a steel straw, so it keeps your water nice and cold. It is everything. My cousin had one, and I was eyeing hers for so long, and I finally got up. Well, I finally remembered to order mine. Yes, my to-do list is out of control. So I finally remembered to order mine, and I absolutely love it. I love it so much, my husband just ordered himself one. So, but it is great. And it is great for hydration. I noticed that when I did not have a functioning cup, I didn't drink as much. And it was just because it's so convenient. Like you put the water in, you take a sip, that's it. And it's always where I am. Whereas when I didn't have that functioning cup, I had to intentionally think, oh, go get a bottle of water, unscrew the lid. Yeah, way too much, right? Oh yeah, and it has this handy dandy top, magnetic. What you say? Yes. So it's awesome. So get you a BrewMate. Okay. Plug done. They didn't pay me for that. If I like something and it works for me, I like to spread the love. So there you go. Hydration is key. And it's just, it's great for your cells in your body. It's great for your skin and your hair and your muscles and your joints. Just water is essential. So make sure you are hydrating appropriately. If you're drinking a lot of tea and coffee, then yes, I understand it's fluid. However, diuretic, okay? It's going to make you pee out. All right. So you want to make sure that you are hydrating adequately. And of course, anytime we can give our kidneys a break so it doesn't have to filter through a lot of junk. That is ideal. And then whenever you look at your urine, you want to make sure it's that pale yellow color. If it's too clear, then you might be hydrating too much, which is not most people's problem. And then if it's amber dark, then you're not hydrating enough. So that's a good way to check and see, like, is my hydration adequate? And then if you actually pay attention, it'll start showing up in your skin, in your hair, in your scalp. I notice like my locks are a whole lot shinier when I'm hydrating, and they just feel better. They're not as like wiry. So, you know, like right now they're a little wiry because I just got my cup, but you give me a couple of weeks and I'm be back on it. Okay, but anyway, so water is essential. Make sure you're hydrating. Okay, so next point. Sorry, you okay? All right. So next point, stay true to your own journey. Listen, it's so easy to go down the rabbit hole and play the comparison game when looking at everyone else's Sisterlocks on YouTube and socials. But remember, comparison is the thief of joy. You can admire the beauty in someone else's journey and still recognize, love, and adore your own. And let me tell you, I'm excited about when my locks begin to drop and get a little weight to them. However, I'm loving this current stage with my loose curly ends and this hybrid look. It's beautiful because it's mine. I own it. So I encourage you to own, love, and fall in love with your own journey at every stage, even the beginning one, but I've already talked about that in another video, because you're beautiful and there's no journey better than your own. Okay, so let's talk about what I'm excited about though with these good locks here. Y'all ready? Yeah, let's get a close-up. Hold on. Okay, so look, they're actually starting to look like locks. See, I don't know if you all can see that, but they're starting to look like locks as opposed to the interlocking pattern, and it just makes me excited. Now, they are still kind of light, and so my understanding is that as they continue to mature, the locking works its way down to where the ends close, but it'll get heavier, and so they'll begin to drop. Because I was just wondering, I was like, are they growing? And then the other day, I legit took a stroll down memory lane, and I went back in my pictures to my day 1, my month 1, my month 2, and actually I'll put up a little slideshow so you all can see all my different looks. And I could tell, I couldn't tell a whole lot, but I could tell. So they haven't dropped yet. And in my defense, I don't really do anything with them. And sometimes, like, they're shorter, and sometimes they have a little bit of length on them. I don't know, because all I do in the morning is like take the little bottle, I have water in it, it's like a mister, and I just do a little shh, 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 and do a little fluff. That's because when I take my bonnet off, it's either here or it has weird contortions. So I do that. I give a little fluff, run my fingers through it. We're done. So I don't know. Like I said, ELLE has a mind of her own. And so every day we go with whatever way ELLE wants to flow. And we love her. Don't we? We do. We love her. All right, anyway. And then on to my last point. I think it's my last point. It's either my last point or my next to last point. We'll find out. But on to my last point. So when it comes to your journey with your Sisterlocks consultant and the relationship you have, stand firm in that. And don't be wavered by the opinions of others if you love your person and how they are helping to nurture you and your hair along this journey, right? Rock on that. Okay, I recently had an encounter with another consultant who was cool. She was super cool. But she had some strong reactions to my routine my Sisterlocks consultant had given to me. And listen, I'm a professional, and as a doctor, I believe that when you disagree with the advice or instruction of another professional or colleague, or the advice they give, professionalism prevents you from speaking negatively about that person, right? Why is that? Well, it's because everyone is different. Everyone's hair, everyone's lifestyle, everyone's personality, etc. Everyone is different. So unless you have all of the information, there's always a discreet way to handle it. And most times that is simply to move forward with your own process and instruction instead of judging another colleague's, right? And I'm gonna tell you, there have been many times, in fact, where as a doctor, my patients have come to me because they didn't agree or care for the opinions of or process of another doctor. In the healthcare system, we call this a second opinion, right? But here's the thing. I've never spoken poorly about another professional to a patient. Not what I say when I get home is different, but to a patient. Why? Because no matter what my thoughts are, I don't have all of the information or their perspective or previous history. And most of all, it's unprofessional. And in my opinion, it kind of puts you in a bad light. Think about it. Like when have you ever heard another doctor go off on another colleague? Rarely. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but rarely. So here's the reason why I absolutely love my Sisterlocks consultant. And I travel all the way to Jerusalem. I'm being facetious for my reties. Okay. Number one, she is not only a Sisterlocks consultant, but she's also a trainer, which means she teaches others. She's skillful and knowledgeable. And as a nerd, this makes my soul happy. It does. And so that's one thing. B or two, or whichever one I'm using. We totally have a vibe, meaning we enjoy our time together. It's like going to hang out with my girlfriend, And then the other thing is, one thing I value is my time and my personal energy. Like, have you ever been around someone who, though they may be nice, they just kind of drained you of your energy for whatever reason? If not, it's totally a thing. And maybe it's because I'm an introvert and who can have extrovert tendencies and I'm finicky like that. I don't know. But anyway, my point is we vibe, right? We talk, we laugh, we have a good time. And whenever you have to spend your time and energy with someone, make sure it's someone or something that edifies you and not the opposite. And then the last point is she's efficient, y'all. Okay, listen, I just told you I value my time. So I can shampoo my hair in 20 minutes the night before I come. I don't need a style. It's okay. Okay, and especially not after a retie, because I don't need any more stress on my hair, right? So sitting in the chair for a couple of hours and then giving hugs and kisses and moving on with my day are essential, because I've got life happening, busy, right? Like you, I'm sure. I've got 2 tiny humans at home who are very demanding, right? Have you met any demanding tiny humans? Yeah, pray for us who have demanding tiny humans, okay? Anyway, and I'm sure you have. So if you have, you know the struggle. But the point is, I need to get in and get out, okay? And she's simply amazing, and I love her. So in the end, what she offers and who she is meshes very well with who I am and what I need. So in this particular instance with the other consultant, the strong reaction to my shampooing my own hair and not leaving with the style was a bit off-putting, because if I did all of that, then I'd be right back where I was when I had my loose natural hair. I don't want to go back to those days. That would defeat the reason why I chose Sisterlocks in the first place. So as the dad in my, the movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, as the dad often says, so there you go. I might not have said it the way he said it, but that was close. Rock with who you rock with, and don't let anyone persuade you otherwise if you're happy, thriving, and your hair needs are being met, okay? Your consultant is very much so a skill decision, but also an emotional and mental one. So be happy and rock with who and what you love. And that's it. Don't be swayed otherwise. All right. And then the last thing is patience is your friend, y'all. Like, I've just come to the realization that ELLE probably won't mature until she's at least 3 years old. Okay. And I'm totally okay with that. I mean, I'm excited because I would love to do color. And I'm on the fence with that, honestly, because I want my locks to stay healthy, and color is just, You have to lift color off the hair, and that's just not healthy. And I know this. I didn't color when I was a loose natural. So why would I color now, right? But the point is, as Elle matures, I just want her to be healthy. All right, healthy hair is the new sexy, so I'll just rock my beautiful natural color either until the time is right or forever, okay? Because no one has time for damaged hair. And I'm even more excited right now because my locks are actually beginning to look like locks. And so, you know, that's just an exciting transition. I was looking up the phases, like there's like infancy, teenager, mature, and I'm gonna say elder. It might not be elder. I don't remember. I'll find it out. I'll find it out before I post this, and then so I'm gonna make a correction, and I'll just be like, these are the phases that I talked about, right? And I don't know if I'm in teenage phase. I think I might still be in the infancy phase, because 7 months. Think about it, 7-month-old baby, still an infant. So that might be my phase. But either way it goes, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving the phase. So beautiful. I don't have hand in my hair syndrome, which is nice. I really just run my fingers through kind of in the morning when it's kind of tangled because it's just been like this. But that's it. You know, I might fluff it before I get out the car, make sure it's good. But for the most part, like once I run my fingers through it in the morning, I'm good to go for the rest of the day. So that's always nice. And then number 10, the last thing, community. I'm channeling my inner Encanto now. I got kids, y'all, Encanto. If you haven't watched it, the movie is the bomb. But anyway, I digress. So there is something beautiful about seeing your fellow Sisterlocks peeps and both giving and receiving the "I love your hair" compliment. Like, sure, it's affirming, but let's be honest, compliments just make you feel good, right? And oftentimes they come when you need to hear them the most. So add that to like becoming a member of Lock Nation, and that's just a cool tribe to be a part of and call your own. And it's just wonderful. Community is great. And then you always have this place where you can go and you can reach out with questions, whether it's here on socials to like your favorite, you know, people that you follow on YouTube or IG or whatever the socials are, or to others that you see, like if you see someone in the store or you see someone, you know, on vacation or whatever, like, girl, you know, hey, how you know, how old are your locks? How old are you know, that kind of thing. So it's really fun and really exciting, but it's a wonderful community to be a part of. And now I fully understand why people had locks. I was like, that I never knew, y'all. Y'all didn't tell me. But now I know. And I'm so thankful. So that's all. Okay, that's my 7-month update. I hope I didn't ramble too much, but if I did, I hope you were at least entertained. Are you entertained? You know, and yeah, I will check back. I'm gonna do a video on the beach, you know, because having, you know, Sisterlocks, and it was my first time at the beach. It was it was an experience. It was good though. It's good, but it was an experience. So I'll do a video on that, and then yeah, I'll kind of keep you posted on my growth and my maturing. So that is all, y'all. Stay healthy, stay blessed. Shameless plug here. If you haven't grabbed my book, Glow RX, go ahead, make sure you click on the links in my about section or my bio or what have you, and make sure you get a copy because it'll change your life, y'all. It'll change your life. I promise you it will. But anyway, that's all I have. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already, push the subscribe button. Go ahead and right there. Go ahead and press it. And I will see you next time. All right. Love and blessings. Talk to you later. Toodles.